Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs07 here again, and I am back on the old school RuneScape Hardcore Iron Man account, about to go ahead and turn in my Dragon Slayer quest here for the start of this video. I thought this would be a cool thing to start it off with. So I just need to talk to Oziak, and I get the quest complete. So we get 2 quest points, which is always nice, and we can now wear rune plate bodies as well as green dragon hide tops, although it doesn't mention that in the reward, and 18.6k strength and defense XP, which is going to get me some levels. I was 31 defense. I think I was like 37 strength maybe. I should have probably looked beforehand, but yeah, that is pretty nice. We are only one more level off of being able to wear rune armor actually. Although the rune plate body is a bit expensive from here, 84k. I might buy it, but at the moment I'm just not going to spend the money because I don't need it currently. But yeah, the Elvarg fight was a little tough, honestly. With this was basically what I wore there, which is not very good. But I used prayer flicking to my advantage, as well as just walking underneath him when I had to eat, stuff like that. That made it a little bit more doable, and yeah, I was able to complete it. I also went ahead and bought all the bows, pretty much moving all the way up for my range training. The only bow I am missing is the U short bow, because I do have the magic short bow from that hard clue. So I think you can get one from, I think, the barbarians in the ancient cavern, but I don't really want to venture down there yet. But what I plan on doing right now is I'm actually going to go and start doing my range training that I talked about before. I know I said I wanted to try and get into Slayer as well as more quests in this video, but doing Dragon Slayer just made me realize how much I really need law runes, because the quest took me so much crazily longer amount of time just because I don't have law runes, and I really want to have a decent amount of teleports to be getting myself along with. So I'm going to start with getting my range up to, I guess, 20. Yeah, 20 should be okay for the Willow short bow, and then try that out at Chaos Druids. And if it's not good enough at that level, I might go ahead and try using it at just using it up until 30, and then going back to Chaos Druids there, like training up at cows or whatever until 30, or go somewhere else. I don't know. I don't really have it all planned out exactly, but I am going to start at cows or maybe chickens. I don't know, just whatever I really feel like doing, and trying to get my range up to 20. Give a shot to Chaos Druids because they do drop laws. And if Chaos Druids are just in general not giving me enough law runes to, satisfy what I need, I will go and do the feud quest, and from there I can buy law runes from Ali Morrisane after doing his little Sudoku puzzle type thing, which you can just have a solver do it for you if you want. You don't actually have to do the puzzle. But yeah, I am just going to pick up some more iron arrows before I head off to train. Maybe get like 1k of them total, and that should be good. I really do want to do the Ava's accumulator quest as soon as possible, which does require 19 Slayer, I think, if I remember correctly. 18 Slayer only, but you need 30 range anyways, so there's no real reason to worry about it at the moment. Until I at least get 30 range. But after I do get 30, there's pretty much no reason to continue training until I get that quest done. So luckily I did get a mithril axe from Blue Dragon, so that's not going to be an issue. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and buy some... Did I already hop? I don't even remember. No. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some arrows and get to range training, and I will see you guys for the next clip. Alright guys, so I just finished the animal magnetism quest here on my Hardcore Iron Man, and I missed the quest complete screen because I was kind of spacing out just doing the quest, and I didn't realize it was about to be completed. I have a little picture here, of course, just took a little one. Whoops, but yeah, completed animal magnetism, very nice, 1k in crafting, fletching, and slayer, 2.5k wood cutting, and the very nice to have Ava's device in order to save you arrows. So I did go ahead and get 30 range like I planned. I went from 1 to 20 at cows and 20 to 30 at cast druids. Unfortunately, upon going from 20 to 30 all the way up at cast druids, I only got, I think, like 14 law runes. So that's really not going to be sufficient for me to be utilizing throughout my questing journey, of course. So I'm going to have to probably go do the feud quest and use the Alimor Sane rune shop to get some more law runes that way. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I also went ahead and got the requirements banged out for this quest, animal magnetism, which was I had to get 18 Slayer, which I got a pretty good task right off the bat, which was Ice Warriors. They're quite easy to kill, and I was just maging them and safe spotting, and they didn't give too bad XP for this really low levels. Got me up to the level I needed quite quickly. I did some flax from 10 to 19 crafting, pretty quick in Sears Village, didn't really take too much time. And then of course, like I said, I did the ranged at Chaos Druids, and I didn't really get too much good drops as well besides just the law runes. I've used a few of them, but I do have 14 left still. Only end up with 4 Renars, which isn't very good, but hopefully I can get some more from other places in the future. As far as everything else goes, I don't really have too much else to talk about. I am probably going to be done using bows and arrows for now, at least until I get to the magic short bow. I am going to go and use the all very popular bone crossbow, such that a friend uses, and he showed off. Pretty much a lot of people use it because of him. Going to use that for my range training in the future, which I need to do a quest or 2 for that, so I will get that done, and that will definitely help me out in training my ranged up. As far as my next goal, I think I do want to go ahead and go for that bone crossbow quest. Maybe I'm just going to be doing a bit more quests here, and then after that I might get into doing some more Slayer and trying to continue getting that up. We'll just have to wait and see. I do want to get to 55 magic before too long to have Alks, which will be really nice. And then from there I'll definitely have a much easier time getting my Slayer up, as well as keeping a decent cash stack going. But yeah, just wanted to show off my Animal Magnetism quest completed. Decent bit of progress from that, and I'll see you guys for the next clip. Alright guys, I just finished off the Lost Tribe quest like I planned on doing. Got 3k mining XP for it, which is actually quite nice. And a Ring of Life, which will help me out a bit at not dying if I want to wear that. I got 24 mining and 700 total level from that. But yeah, that's a pretty nice quest to get done. I did want to do it for the bone crossbow, which you can buy in the shop. I think it's in like Nardoc or something in the Dorgashun mines has it. I don't think I need that anymore. Or the brooch. But yeah, it's definitely going to be nice. I already used up 3 law runes on that one quest, so kind of gonna have to go get some more. I'm probably gonna actually do the feud quest next, and then I will be going onwards from there to maybe do try and do the fairy tale quests for fairy rings. That's probably gonna be my next sort of goal. I don't know, do I need any stat requirements for this one that I don't have? No, just need to do a couple more quests as well. So I will be going ahead and doing those. And then from there, I don't really know. I don't have an exact plan, but I just want to get some law runes going from the feud quest, and then also get some yes, I am sure I will just follow the guy. And then also get the fairy rings going from Fairy Tale Part 2, because as far as I know, you do not have to have all of the quest requirement or all of the stat requirements to start the quest. But yeah, we're gonna buy the bone crossbow, and then you can buy a bunch of these bolt packs. I wish there was just an open all option, but yeah, I don't really know how many of these I really need. I'll buy 5k of them to start with. I mean, it's honestly gonna last me for pretty much forever with the Ava's accumulator and everything, so I'm not too worried about it. But even if I do not have any more left, I can always come back down here and buy some more, because they're pretty cheap, and it's a decent weapon to use, and it's just so much easier buying these than arrows, because arrows you can only buy freaking 10 at a time because they don't have packs for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna head off and do the feud quest now, and from there probably try and get some law runes going. Okay, I'm about to finish up the feud quest here. The fights in this quest are a little dangerous, but they're made infinitely easier when I had protection prayers. I could just prayer flick and not take any damage at all. So just talk to Ali Morrisane here, and I will have the quest completed. He just loves to talk, but that should be it. There we go. 15k thieving XP. This is always a great quest to do early on for thieving. Got the quest point, blackjack, and the desert disguise, but mainly what I was doing this for, like I said, was the new mini game you can do afterwards. So I'm going to do this a few times with the Sudoku thing. I don't exactly know how to do it. I'm going to have to look it up on the wiki here. I think it's this, the rogue trader thing. So let's see what we can do here. I do know how to do Sudoku, but I'm just going to use a solver online like most people do. So then I will, oh yeah, I think you have to go talk to Aubrey first or something like that. But yeah, I have to go talk to Aubrey. So I will go talk to him, and then I will be back to here and get some law runes. I'm not going to show it, but I now have access to this shop, and when you do complete it, you get a selection of runes pretty much. So yeah, I will be getting my law runes from here for the time being. That will be a pretty nice supply of them. Should be enough to keep me sustained throughout my questing. And after that, I'm going to go do the Lost City, Nature Spirit, and from there, Fairy Tale Part 1, and begin Fairy Tale Part 2 to unlock myself fairy rings. Alright, gonna go do that now. Okay, we are about to complete the Lost City quest here, so we just gotta go into the shed with our newly acquired Draymond staff equipped, and that will complete the quest. 3 quest points and access to the city of Zanaris, which is where I am now. Pretty nice to get this one done. Just pretty easy quest. Just make sure you can safe spot the zombies, and as well as the tree spirit. I just used mage, not too bad with that, and it was pretty easy. In general, pretty basic starter quest that most accounts get done quite early on. But one of the things I did have to get for this quest was 31 crafting, and I went a little bit hard with my crafting. Actually, I sort of did the typical Iron Man thing of buying some stuff from Molten Glass, but I sort of bought a bit more than you actually need for 31. If I click on this tab here, you guys can see I have a ton of buckets of sand and soda ash here, and this is the molten glass that I've already made for just getting like the 10 levels that I needed. But this amount will get me to 46 crafting. I calculated it out for the level 46, and that is because once I get there, I can blow the glass into unpowered orbs, which will be very useful for making battle staves in the future. And I didn't want to make my glass into any of these other things because those are all pretty useless, and I feel like it will be just worth it in the end because I'm going to want a lot of orbs eventually anyways, so I might as well just get all the way to 46 with just making the molten glass itself, because it gives 20 crafting XP each molten glass you make. So I've got a lot of these to make whenever I feel like AFKing, or, well, it's actually quite quick. You don't really AFK that much, but I mean, if I ever need to get my crafting up a bit more, I can do all of these, and then once I even get to 46 after using all of them, I still have a lot of XP to gain from the unpowered orbs. If I want to actually just quickly look, you get 52.5 crafting XP for each unpowered orb you make, so I actually got exactly 3,100 sets of sand and soda ash times 52.5. That's a decent bit of crafting XP right there. 162k. I don't know what level that would exactly get me from 46, but it'll be pretty good. And then I can obviously use those once I get not too much more of a magic level, I don't think. Well, Oh, it is a little bit. Level 63 magic. I'll be able to use those to charge fire orbs in the Taverley dungeon. I'm pretty sure it's fire that's down there. And I already have the pipe unlocked, so that won't be too bad. But yeah, definitely went a little crazy. This took me a long time to gather all these because there are a lot of people doing it, even though Iron Men have a separate stock. Like a lot of Iron Men do buy the this stuff, so it takes a while, especially if several people are going at once. But once you get on like late at night and there's not a lot of people online, and you get every world having 10 in them for each, it's pretty fast to gather them all up. So yeah, went ahead and grinded that out. But I am going to continue with the questing at the moment. Not going to do the glass right now. The next quest I have to go do is Nature Spirit in order to unlock the ability to do the quest for fairy rings, fairy tale. So yeah, we've got all the requirements for this quest now, so I'm going to go and get working on that. So I'll see you guys for the end of it. Okay, so we are about to complete the quest. Looked like someone else here is also doing it, but yes, there we go. Quest completed. 2 quest points, 3k crafting, and 2k hit points and defense, which I think will give me... Oh, we got 2 crafting levels, I think that was, and... Oh, no defense or HP levels, unfortunately, but we got quite close on both, so that's always nice. And that is another pretty basic quest done, one that a lot of people do early on, and just going to drop that and that. I brought these wines because I thought maybe I would need some food for the guests, but I did not. But the guests cannot actually take your wines away, like they can't make them rotten, so those are a good food to bring into the swamps if you need them. But yeah, next up is this quest right here, Fairy Tale Part 1, Growing Pains. Should be a little bit tough actually fighting the Tanglefoot, but since I do have my prayer, I should be able to flick it without a problem. It's just going to take a long time because you have to kill it with the magic secretaries, and those scale based off your farming level, so I'm going to be 1 farming. But it is highly advised to do this quest before you do any farming because it gets you quite a decent bit of farming XP to get you past the terrible early levels. So I'm going to go do this quest, and after that, see if I was indeed correct about unlocking fairy rings without the requirements to complete this one. We'll have to see on that. Okay, so I just killed off the Tanglefoot and received my Queen's Secretaries so I can complete the quest. I'm pretty sure with my current stats I maxed out a 3 with the magic secretaries on the Tanglefoot, so that's pretty bad, but it has 103 health and took quite a bit of hits to kill, but eventually I did get it down. Prayer flicking made it pretty simple at that point, and I actually got a strength level during the fight, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I just need to talk to the fairy godfather here to turn it in, and that will get me the quest completed. 2 quest points, 3.5k farming, 2k attack, and 1k magic XP. That's going to get me an attack level, and all the way up to 17 farming. So it gets you from 1 to 17. Very, very nice to get that done before doing any actual farming on the account. One thing that can be a problem for Iron Man with this quest is doing the magic secretaries themselves, because you need 3 random items from a pretty long list of them, which is right here. And some of these things can be challenging to get, such as maybe like Joger bones. I don't really know. I've never... maybe a nature talisman might kind of be annoying. Other things, not too bad really. A snapdragon, although I guess you can get one from the Brimhaven Agility Arena. But yeah, just some of these things can be rather annoying. The ones I ended up getting, if you're interested, are the Clean Irrit Leaf, which was okay because I already had one from Chaos Druids, but I did have to travel to Alcarid to get it cleaned because you need 40 Herblore to clean it. So you just, I mean, not Alcarid, you have to go actually all the way to Narda to get it cleaned, which is rather annoying, but you can get it cleaned for 200 coins, and that would save me a bunch of time because I'm not about to get 40 Herblore just to clean this herb for this quest. I also got an annoying thing, the Proboscis, which you can only get from Tybor when I clean up, so I had to go to Karamja, chop away at the jungle until I got a mosquito swarm to attack me, kill that, and then I received the proboscis. I got 3 of them actually in one drop, but for some dumb reason, the only use for them in the game is to be used in this list, possibly during this quest. So there is no other use for them. I just dropped them. On RS3, I think they're usable in some summoning pouch, but it's kind of weird that they're just completely useless otherwise on this game. And then my other one was actually quite an easy one, just a blue dragon scale, which I could just head down into Taverley Dungeon and snag one of those. So yeah, that is the Fairy Tale Part 1 quest completed, and now I am going to go and try and unlock fairy rings. I won't show that off. I'll probably just mention in the next clip that I did do it, but yeah, almost done with the quests that I wanted to complete primarily. I don't really know if I'm going to continue questing or just move on to doing some actual combat training and continuing my Slayer, which I started. Might go back and finish the Ice Warriors task. I do want to try and get my combat up as soon as I can to use the better Slayer Masters, like the one here in Zenaris. Need 70 combat for that. And yeah, I really don't want to use the Edgeville one for too long. But, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm probably going to be using mostly range and melee for Slayer, depending on the task. I do have my bone crossbow now, so that will be kind of good and will hopefully help me out on doing some of my range training. But, yeah, that is that for this quest, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, we have reached the final 10 salamanders to go. If you guys can see my experience tracker in the top right hand corner of the screen, I am nearly done with this hunter grind. I don't know what came over me, but I was just possessed to do hunter. I've been doing hunter for this session. I've been maintaining pretty good XP per hour, 85k XP per hour for the past like 2.5 hours or something around that, and it's been, man, my hand is starting to hurt a little bit over here with all this garbage clicking, so I am definitely going to be taking a little break once I get this finished. But I'm about to get 69 hunter. From what was I in the last clip? I don't even remember. Maybe I was even 1, or maybe I had just been 9 from doing the Slayer thing at the museum. But yeah, I just got possessed to get my hunter up for some reason. I kind of want to try and start doing medium clues as well as catching magpie implings for some cash, and just in general doing implings is a pretty good way to get some money as well as just work up some of the items I might need later on. And yeah, I've basically been grinding hunter for the past 2.5 days and just been straight no-lifing it. And I absolutely hate the skill, but it feels really good to be getting to this goal that I set, and here it comes. Bada bing, we have reached 69 hunter. And you might think why 69 is kind of a weird number to be going for, rather than just like, you know, flat 70 or something. I think I will keep one of these salamanders, you know, why not just keep it for a just in case type scenario. I don't think I'll ever use it, but I might as well just keep it so I don't have to trek all the way back out here to get more or get one for myself. But yeah, that is one of the worst grinds in the game done. I absolutely hate the early levels of hunter, especially getting from 1 to 29 obviously is awful. I'm going to close the speed tracker now so my screen will get bigger. But after that, I mean, swamp lizards are okay. I did basically lizards the whole way. I went from swamp lizards from 29 to, I think it's 47 that you unlock the ones after that. Yeah, 47 at the oranges, and I did oranges from 47 to 59 till the reds, and I've done the reds onwards to 69. A lot of people do falconry. I absolutely hate falconry because it's just like spam clicking, and I hate it. So it felt much better to do the salamanders, but oh man, I'm so happy to be done with that. And by the way, the reason why I got 69, you know, you think of a hunter grind, you go for 63 maybe for chins, but I don't really want to be catching chins until I have that private hunter area that you get from one of the achievement diaries. I don't remember. I think it's Kandarin Hard or some. It's one of the hard diaries, and you actually need 69 hunter to be able to complete that diary. I did look it up. And I think you need that. It's for I don't know where the trap is for it. Oh, it's for these dashing kebits. You need 69 hunter for those. You need to catch one for the diary. So yeah, that is why I got this high, and now pretty much the rest of the time I train my hunter up from here on out. It's either going to be doing implings or doing chins, because chins are going to be very useful for training my range up in the future, and I definitely think it would be good to start collecting them, as well as doing implings will just slowly get me hunter XP. They're never going to be my main source of XP, but they will slowly get me up later as I get them. And that's probably what I might actually go do right now. Just get on some implings. I'll probably be throwing some clue scrolls in these next few clips, because I'm likely going to get some mediums from Eclectics, as well as I'm going to be opening some magpies, which actually I don't know if magpies give mediums or hards. I'll have to quickly look, but I'll probably do a few clue scrolls and then end the video off at that. Maybe I'll have to just check and see how much stuff I've gotten, but they can also give noted rings of life, which will be nice to have, diamond amulets and amulet of power. Both of those I believe, or maybe just the amulets, but one of those is used for a hard clue scroll. Rune warhammers for a hard clue scroll, and just rune square shields, decent alchable. More like extra rune warhammers would be good to alch. They drop dragon daggers, and they do drop hard clue scrolls with a 1 in 50 chance. So yeah, just in general, really good to do, and I will definitely be opening those things up as often as I can. Obviously, the one thing you really want to get to eventually with implings, what am I clicking on here? With implings is the dragons, because those can give you amulets of glory, but I'm not about to get 83 hunter anytime soon, and I think I would just end up waiting until I can do the hard diary for the private hunter area. Let me just check. It's the Western Provinces hard diary that you need for that, and I was looking at the stats earlier. It seems I can do the first two, except for the combat level. You need 70 combat for a pest control game, which I don't have, but that's the only skill I'm missing for that. And then for the big one, the hard diary, I need a lot more stats. Like I need 70 range for the crystal bow, monkfish levels for those, so 62 cooking and fishing, as well as the Swan Song quest, 100 combat, which is actually a big requirement for a veteran pest control game. The 69 hunter I have 48 agility. I need 50 woodcutting and fire making, 70 mining, 68 farming. Oh, excuse me. This one's really easy, but oh my god, 300 chompy bird kills. Fuck that. 65 construction. I have to kill Zulrah. Absolutely terrifying. Not looking forward to trying that, because I've killed Zulrah once on my main account before. One time. So this is like not going to happen for a while. I'm just, letting you guys know. 75 thieving. This is a long off goal, but I don't know. I was just possessed to do hunter, and somehow I have 70 agility and 69 hunter on this account as my two highest skills. And on my main account on old school, which I've done a bunch of runecrafting, like 80 something runecrafting on there, 87 I think, I'm only like 50 something agility, and I think I'm like 30 something hunter. So this account, I just sort of was possessed to do these terrible grinds of skills that I hate. And I also bought all that soda ash and buckets of sand. I don't know what's come over me, but I'm really enjoying the Hardcore Iron Man account so far, and I feel like I've gotten a lot of these nasty grinds out the way. Really looking forward to going over to some Puro right now, catching some implings, and probably doing some clue scrolls. So I'm going to do a couple clue scrolls here for you guys, and then, like I said, probably end off the video, because I feel like I did make quite a good amount of progress in this one. Did a bunch of quests, Dragon Slayer, Ghost Ahoy, etc. Got a massive hunter grind out of the way, and yeah, thought it was pretty good for a progress video, so I will probably be ending it off after that. Oh yeah, I did unlock fairy rings. I think I just said I would say I unlocked them. I did unlock them. Got the fairy rings now, which has been very nice, especially during my hunter, because there's often a fairy ring at hunter locations, so that definitely helped me out. But yeah, we're gonna go catch some implings. I think these are the runes you need. Yeah, I am gonna bring the snare runes in case I need to snare some things that are trying to escape. But yeah, I think I don't know where to get a butterfly net. But yeah, just in general, I'll see you guys for some clues and stuff. Okay, so this is my first medium clue scroll of many, likely on this Hardcore Iron Man account. I only got this one from just 2 eclectic implings, so pretty quick. I haven't gotten any magpies yet, but hopefully I will be able to. The most annoying part of this clue was having to go to Zia, which is the most annoying place to get to in the entire game until you get some sort of teleport to get there. I'm contemplating buying the fairy ring there, but it is 80k, which is a lot of my money. But I'm still thinking about doing it. It just depends on how often these clues come up there, because teleporting to Falador or, Lumbridge and running all the way to the southernmost dock in Port Sarim and then running from the Zia dock to wherever I need to go is really, really slow, especially because Zia is so stupidly big. But either way, we have the first medium clue scroll casket here. Let's go ahead and open it up. And we get a U short bow. Actually, that is good. That is quite good, getting a U short bow. And an adamant pickaxe that I did not have yet. But yeah, that will help me out because I did not have one yet, and I wouldn't have had something from 40 to 50 range to be using, so that's quite nice. I now have every bow I need for my range training at the moment, besides like a rune crossbow, obviously. But yeah, pretty good, nothing flashy at all, but this is decent for some GP and 2 items that I could definitely use in the future. So yeah, pretty nice. Gonna go ahead and head back to the implings and continue going for clues. Okay, we have our next casket here, and I forgot my spade on my way here, and I had to come all the freaking way into the middle of the freaking jungle in Karamja to get to this clue. And then I got back and I just dug, and I thought to myself, do I need a chart watch and sextant for this? And if I did, I was going to die. But it did not require one. Thank God, it being a coordinate clue. I forgot the spade because I haven't done clues on old school like ever. If it's been a while either way, regardless. And oh shit! What? What are the odds of that? Get the hell over here, you! I thought it just disappeared. Okay, we got it. Wow, I haven't even caught any of these in the place in Puro, but I just found one randomly doing my clue. That's crazy. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, on RS3 you don't need to bring a spade with you, as you can just use the one in your tool belt, so I kind of forgot. But we're about to pop open our second medium clue scroll here, and let's see what we get. Okay, the adamant pick is okay for some more alkables, and I guess the full helm too. Really pretty bad looking, honestly, not the greatest reward that time, but let's see what we can get from this magpie impling. Maybe something good. 2 rune bars. I mean, nothing really I can do with that at the moment, so whatever. But yeah, probably going to do just one more for the video and then end it off there. Although I'll probably open up the next video doing a few more of them. I'm not too sure how many medium clues I actually want to do before I give it a break, but I definitely want to just maybe I'll do like 10 clues in total before just taking a break and maybe going to do some more quests or something. But yeah, I'm enjoying it at the moment, so I'm going to continue doing it, and hopefully we can end up getting something that's actually pretty decent. Okay, I've got my third clue scroll casket here, and I swear they put these things in the stupidest places just to make you have to walk. Like one of them was, what am I looking at? Over here. One of them was freaking right here. Like, what the hell? Like, just it was like a random map clue right there. Like, what good way is there to get there? Thank God there's a fairy ring right here, and then you can run down. But just like fuck off, dude. Like, I swear to God they put them in the most annoying places on purpose. But I dealt with it. The one I did before, actually, I had to go all the way down here to this stupid ass farming patch from the dock. But it doesn't really matter too much if I would have gotten the fairy ring for that, because I think the fairy ring's up here somewhere. So I would have had to run just about the same distance regardless. So I just, Zia, I don't really know anything about Zia or like how to get around it or even what's there, but I hate it. already just because of how annoying it is to navigate, and it's just massive for no reason. But anyway, gonna loot this for the last casket of the video, see what we can get. And ooh, green d'hide body, that's pretty nice. Ooh, an adamant axe as well. I didn't actually end up, I did go to the nature spirits, by the way, and I got a rune axe. Didn't get an adamant axe, so I just said screw it and left, but now we have one, so very nice. And some more nice alks there, I suppose. Don't have to buy a green d'hide body now. I can just use that when I end up getting the levels for it. So yeah, definitely pretty decent rewards. Still haven't gotten a single treasure trail specific item from any of these mediums yet, but hopefully in the next video we will be able to do that. I'm going to be doing some more of them in the next one, but for now I'm going to end this video off. Hope you guys all did enjoy it. Made some pretty sweet progress, especially getting that hunter grind out of the way. In the next one, we're probably going to knock out some more medium clues, but we're not going to spend the whole video on it, and I'm probably going to move on to doing some more quests, as I really want to focus on doing a lot of quests early on in this account to get a lot of them out of the way, as well as get some of my stats up higher early on. So yeah, I will see you guys for the next one, and peace out.